Okay, are you burning calories during your workout? Or are you trying to build muscle? Believe it or not, these are common things, and along with common questions that I get as a coach and as a trainer, the most common things that I hear or the questions that I get asked are going to be usually revolving around your midsection. So the person's midsection, and they want to tone, okay, quote unquote tone. They want to tone the muscle. And normally you're going to hear females say this, not so much guys, right? But females. And so when they're explaining to me the things that they've done in the past and things that they're doing now, and basically the reason why they want to hire me, right? They are telling me that either they eat a lot or they barely eat. If the goal is muscle building, you have to eat. So there are things you have to have in place. Number one, structure, okay? So structure, and then from there, you have to already have like consistency built into your daily. It's just something that you have to have. And so if you don't have structure, but as well as consistency involving this in your goal or your goals, you're going to have a really tough time. And when we look at muscle building and burning calories, again, they're really two different things. And so let's dive into quickly like calorie burn, okay? So you literally can burn calories like doing what I'm doing right now, right? Just sitting on a couch. You can burn calories at work. Let's say you have a physical job or you have a sedentary job, which you sit a lot, okay? I have clients that do both. You like to, walk your dogs. You like to do activities outside once it gets nice, right? So, doing physical activity, you are burning calories. Now, let's add weight training. Oh, and don't forget, with women and some men, but mainly women, let's add cardio because I want to lose weight, so I have to do cardio. What I need for people to understand, and you have probably heard this multiple times on other YouTube videos, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, anywhere there's a social media app, you've heard this. Cardio is not going to be the sole purpose behind weight loss. Is it great? Yes, it's good for your heart, number one. But cardio is not always the answer. You can literally have someone burning and losing just by what they're eating in the kitchen. Like what they're doing in the kitchen on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, they are losing weight and burning calories. Now, if progress or something like this stops, this is where cardio comes into play. You're going to look at what you are doing and what you're not doing. What could be maybe a little bit more better, what could be fixed, what could be more of a focus. And so if you're eating well and you are eating, let's say, just under maintenance calories, but now your body has stopped progressing in the weight loss, this is when you're going to add in some cardio. So we could start by saying we're going to do the famous 10,000 steps a day. I couldn't do that for quite some time. I work at a desk job, and like, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to get up and just like do circles. Like, I'm just not like, I'm someone that, give me the cardio, like, give me stairs, give me recumbent bike. Not really a fan of the treadmill, though I do have one. But give me cardio. Like, if I have a weight loss goal, I want to do cardio. I want to get on the stairs. I want to sweat. I want to do it when I'm, in the zone. I don't want to hold on to the sides. Like, I want to do the stairs. Okay. recumbent bike, I want to put maybe something like this on. I want to put YouTube on. I want to put on, a podcast, whatever it is. And I want to be on the recumbent bike. So, but you could do steps to essentially kickstart or like bring back the cycle of the weight loss. Okay. We're going to amplify some things here. So then you could either do steps or you can start doing stairs. Now, depending on the person, it's going to depend on what you can do and how much of it. So, what I mean by this is if you have a client that, works 5 days out of the week, 9 to 5, they just don't have time to do cardio. They can go in the gym, they can work out, but they don't have time to do 30 minutes on the bike or the stairs. Now, let's say they do have time. So we can go, okay, I want you to start with 3 sessions of 20 minutes on the stair climber. Whenever you can do it. It could be a rest day. It could be a training day. I just want you to do the stairs for 20 minutes. So we ride this out for some weeks. Now, it has to be weeks. I literally have had people, essentially it's just not a good fit, right? Like if people let me go and vice versa, I've actually let somebody go. I've actually let a client go because the expectations that she was giving me or that they were giving me, I just did not agree with as the trainer. Okay, these things take long term. Like I think long term when we're talking about a sense of like goals and creating goals and then hitting these goals and producing results. I've been doing this for going on 19 years. We're almost 20 years at this. I'm almost 20 years at this, okay? And I have had 12-week preps. I've had 16-week preps. I've had 25-plus week preps. And I'm talking bodybuilding preps, right? Like the goal is to keep as much muscle on you as possible while losing body fat. This is not something you're going to do or make happen in 4 weeks. It's not going to happen. Could you make this happen in 8 or 9 weeks? Possibly. However, it's not going to be fun. And it's not going to be good for your health either. And really, you're going to end up probably looking more stringy than you are like full. So now let's get into muscle building. Muscle building, you have to eat. Whether you are natural or you use gear, you have to eat. And I know you've heard this multiple times as well, but it is the fact. It is a fact of the industry of building muscle, weight training. You again, let's point to the kitchen. You have to eat. So if you say that you eat a lot, which I do hear this, mainly again, women, some men, but mainly women, I eat a ton. And then I give them what they should actually be taking in just to maintain, we're not even close. So I have to literally take a person that does not eat or claims that they eat, but really they're just snacking a lot all throughout the day. I have to teach them how we can essentially get them to eat more. But a lot of times what happens is they don't realize this, but I am resetting or setting their metabolism so that way they can start burning and then they can start actually eating more. And they might even drop a few pounds because they're starting to lose body fat, even while some of them were kind of recomping their physique, okay? And so there is a difference between going into the gym and weight training, like training like a bodybuilder, doing hypertrophy style workouts. There's a difference between that and a difference between going into the gym and just burning calories. And I've seen this on a gym floor for years that I worked at, where it's like women will come in and they just want to burn calories. And they think that just because they're burning calories, like they are essentially, progressing. And they are progressing. They're losing weight, right? That's the goal. However, doing that and then wanting to like compete in bodybuilding, male or female, that's a whole different ball game. So again, we pose the question, are you wanting to burn calories or build muscle and drop body fat? Like, what do you want to do? So if you don't know how to do this, if you don't know what you want to do right now, if you are spinning your wheels, if you are lost, you're at a standstill, that's what I'm here for. And I've had clients literally tell me that I've put them on a track. They had issues with just knowing what to do next. They were guessing. They didn't know what to do. So you literally, and I'm not going to say that this is going to take, 8 weeks or 6 weeks or 12 weeks, but in the grand scheme of things, long term or like lifelong results, it's going to take a good amount of time, but you have to decide whether or not is it worth it. And you have to get out of your own head sometimes, because what's holding you back, most of you, is your own BS. That's really what it is. Your own BS is what's holding you back. And I know because I've been there. I've been there. So you have to look in the mirror and say, I'm going to basically cut the shit, okay? And I'm going to invest in myself. Don't look at it as a product. You are, number one, you are not buying a product when you hire a coach. You are investing in yourself. You are not buying a product. Matter of fact, a lot of times when people hire me, I don't even speak about supplements in the very beginning, because I want to know how much they weigh. I want to know what they're eating so I can build off of this, right? Then we can kind of talk about supplements down the road. And so this whole video is basically just around, I guess, muscle building and burning calories. They're two different things. You can burn calories. Obviously, when you're in the gym, you're going to burn calories, right? Obviously, even when you weight train, okay? But weight training is going to help you either build muscle, sustain muscle, and honestly, you can become hungrier. I have a client right now that's hungrier because she's weight training. And so I leave you with that. Decide what you want to do. Share this video, send it to a friend that has questions, someone that's continuously spinning their wheels, someone that needs to cut the shit. Send it to them. Tell them to reach out to me. I am an online coach. I do train in person if you are in the area that I am in Michigan, okay? But reach out. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the continued support. Drop a like, drop a comment, do all the YouTube-y stuff. And hopefully this didn't bore you, but we'll keep this rolling, and we'll see you guys soon.